Okay, so in iMovie, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and make a new project. Got this little plus button down here. We're just going to click it. And it'll pop up this screen. And you'll give your project a name. And you can change this name later. It doesn't have to be anything fancy right now. It's very easy to change. But over here on this side, you have themes. And we're going to set it to no theme. For a documentary, you don't want to use a theme. We do not want to automatically add any transitions, so we're going to make sure this little box down here is unclicked. We do not want that checked. We want it unchecked. Widescreen, that's always a good option. You don't want to set it to standard. And we're just going to click Create. It'll make our project. And once we're in here, we're going to go ahead and start adding in our elements. Over here, on our sidebar here, is our little bar that lets us add elements to our video. So we have text screens, transitions, pictures, and music. First thing we're going to do is go to Pictures. And see, it opens up, and it has iPhoto, and then you can scroll down and find the album that you made. And in it is the picture that we imported. So we're just going to drag that in. Really all that simple. Just drag it in. So now there's our picture. We're not going to add any others for this one, although obviously you would want to add more. But they would all be there. You just drag them in. Now we're going to add a text screen. I want to add a title. Now on the titles, they're all different kinds of effects they have. Scrolling, drifting in, all different kinds. I kind of like this drifting one for a title, so I'm just going to take it. You don't want to put on the blue. If you drag it on top of a picture and it's blue, the text will be on top of the photo. That's helpful sometimes, but for right now, I'm going to drag it in front of the picture to where there's a green bar, and I'm just going to drop it. Now you have the option to add a background to your text. You have to choose what you want. There aren't all that many options. Let's just pick, I'm kind of liking this gray, so I'm just going to do that, and we'll click it, and it'll put in. Now you add your title. Now as you can see, that's much too big. It won't all show. So I'm going to double click it to edit. I'm going to go up here where it says Show Fonts, and you'll pop up the iMovie font inspector. You change color, size, anything you want. I'm going to fix the color. I want to make it black, so I'll click that. I like the font it chose, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down here where it says System Font Panel. I'm going to click that, and that pops up the font inspector that you're used to if you've been working on Apple. You can change size, anything you want. I like the large size on the top, but on the bottom, I want to make it a little bit smaller so it all shows. So that's good. I like that. And we're just going to click Done. And there you go. You have a title. And if you put your mouse at the beginning and scroll through it, you can see what it does. Now we're going to add credits at the end. I just like to use the scrolling credits. You can use whatever you like though. And drag it to the end. Again, we had a green bar. Gonna stick with gray. Continuity is always good. Okay, there we go. So we're just gonna click Done. And that's it. But that's not a video, is it? No. So we have a title, we have a picture, and we have credits. Now we need to add transitions. I'm gonna go over here to the sidebar, click Transitions, and you have all these different transitions. It's usually best to stick with these top three: cross dissolve, cross blur, and fade black. I'm very partial to fade to black. It's very good for ending a video and for moving between text screens and images. So all you're going to do is drag it up the same way you did text to the green bar. Drag it up and drop it. Now, if I was going between two images, I would probably go with either cross dissolve or cross blur, depending on what mood I was going for. Cross dissolve is a little sharper. Cross blur is a little softer image. I'm just going to go fade to black for all three of mine. Now I want to make this one a little bit longer, so I'm going to double click on it. Okay. Now up here, you can either edit all your transitions at once, or you can just edit one of them. I just want to edit one of them at this time, so I'm going to unclick this checkbox here. I'm going to unclick that. Duration, I just want to make it a little bit longer. So I'm going to make it 0.6 instead of 0.4. Click done, and that's it. That's how you edit it. Now, I forgot something. When I made my credits, I left it as white. I do not want it to be white. So I'm going to click on this, just one click, go over here, click once, it'll highlight all of your text, show fonts. I'm going to go down to where it says iMovie font panel, switch back to that so I can change color. And then, because it has this weird white outline thing, I'm going to unclick the outline button down here and click done. And there it goes. That's how I want it to look. Much better.